I feel like what God is doing with me is picking me up and sticking me in the top of a washing machine, hitting that button, and then walking out of the room. Because in my life, I just seems like I'm going around and bumping into everything. I'm okay now, I feel like I'm good. Oh no, I'm really upset and I'm really distressed, and oh, now actually everything is great, and now I'm terrified and grasping on for my life. God is good, right? God is our friend. God is watching us. So why are you letting this happen? Well, I found out exactly why, and I actually really like it. If we are being reborn, repeated desolation and sustainment eventually reduce us all the way to the point where we no longer want to be our own, but the Lord's. So with Off the Left Eye, it started out pretty cool. I was working to make some videos and they started getting a lot more attention than I thought they would. And I had this feeling, I am a genius. Look at me, I cracked the code. I know how to make this awesome stuff. People have always been trying to get the Swedenborg thing out there and it's super hard. And look, I did it. I must be really good at everything. But then it's like, well, we put the next video out and nobody watched it. And nobody liked it. And we've been trying hard to get this line of videos to work and it didn't, and our overall numbers are down and I can't affect it. The Swedenborg stuff has been so good to me, and now it's the best material in the world, but I can't even get anybody interested in it, and I'm doing worse now than I was years ago. Am I wasting all the money that people are donating in? So that's the desolation. Right? So I had this dysfunctional mindset initially, which is like, I'm so great. And then the desolation helpfully relieved me of that opinion. But then there was sustainment. And the sustainment was different. I mean, sometimes, sure, we would do a video and it would do well, but it was different kinds of joy in what we were doing. Like I would notice, oh, this video, this really did some good for that person. And when you have that joy of knowing you helped a particular person deeply and you get a sense of it through the comments that people leave, it's a different kind of satisfaction than the satisfaction in that you believe that you're good at something or fortunate in something. And then I would make some video and people wouldn't really comment positively on it like I thought, or something I would try to do went wrong and I feel like, well, I'm no good at anything and everyone else is better than me at it, and I would get pulled back into my desolation state. But what it was doing was it was making me not want to be my own, but the Lord's. It forces you to think, what is actually valuable? What is actually good? And since I can't just ride high on my opinion of myself because I know it's inaccurate, what's really good here? So I feel like I just get flashes of it. It's really hard to live in this feeling of, oh, I don't want to be my own, I want to be the Lord's. But where I feel like I get flashes with it around what we're doing is when I can feel like this project that we're making Off the Left Side, this is fundamentally good. The impact that it's having in people's lives is fundamentally good, and I am excited just to be serving that thing. And that mindset, let's say that I'm right, and that is being the Lord's, not my own. That was what the Lord had in mind way back in the beginning. And if I had been plotting it out, I would have just said, have everything always go right, have everything always be easy. But God knew that that's going to take my egomania and just drag it along for the ride. And I'm never going to be free of it. It's going to corrupt whatever is trying to be done. It's going to make me hard to work with, and I'm going to tank the project. But instead, God knew desolation, sustainment. So I would understand actually this stuff we're talking about in Swedenborg is literally true. You can't do something good without the Lord. And that would bring me to this understanding that I need this new state, willing and acceptance. And then we're on the road to being much happier through that. Second example is my health. As I said in a video, I had this whole issue with acid reflux and shingles and stuff and stress and panic attacks over the summer. And that was quite a roller coaster. Well, should I just keep it washing machine? It was a roller coaster with a washing machine on top, and then I was in there and was doing both at the same time. And it would be these cycles. Okay, I'm feeling okay. I didn't reflux for a little while. I had a pretty good night of sleep. Oh no, I'm never gonna be free of this. Something is drastically wrong with my body. It's not gonna fix itself. I am gonna have a chronic condition if I even live. Wait, no, I'm okay. It's not that big of a deal. This is something that a lot of people deal with, and I'm gonna be fine. So that got me introduced to the idea that I'm not even running my own body, which of course I knew, but it didn't really hit me that I can't. Swedenborg says life comes from God. We need it. Well, when you feel like you can't even control whether you're going to be alive or not, yeah, it becomes really tangible. Because prior to all that stuff, this desolation and sustainment around health, I was just living in this, like, I'm dissatisfied with this part of my life. I have ambition over here. I wish things were going differently and better over here. And this thing is in my way and it's aggravating me. I was so ungrateful for everything. It made me realize what was important, that how much I cared about my daughter and my wife. And that being there for them is so good. And it just made me realign my perspective on what's important. It made me less spoiled. Like, I was pretty spoiled before. So from this, I no longer felt like, oh, the greatest thing is all this aggravation, ego stuff I wanted. It is this, to be able to be peaceful and alive and perform useful service for the people that I love and are close to me, and then the use I'm trying to perform in the world. Don't get me wrong. I have all kinds of dysfunctional, negative mindsets still. It's not like I've popped out the other side and I am totally the Lord's now, but sometimes I am a little bit more now, and I can see the way that this process, this desolation, sustainment, that was the only way to get me there. The sustainment is not just any sustainment, it's sustainment from God. It's because when you're in this state, you realize your powerlessness and you reach out and you look for a higher power, or this is what I do, and then once you realize you need that help, you get it and you understand. Before, I would have just thought, no, it's just me, now I'm back on my game. But once you really honestly have needed that help, you understand, oh, the one who's actually helping me is God, that's where the power is. And that is really great, because when you believe that, that's when heaven comes in. That is a happy life, is this belief that this universal source of love and truth, that this non-competitive, all-embracing, parent to us all, is where everything happening is. That is a great beacon to follow. This other stuff is just divisive, and it just leads you into nothing, into chaos. So the takeaway for me is that it is a process, and that it's organized, and that there's love in it. And just know, if you feel like you're in the washing machine right now, God is going to take you out of that and stick you in the dryer.